Hello. I recently gave myself the challenge of trying to learn and perform a script, which is something I haven't done for 20 years. I really enjoyed doing it, so that's why I'm going to show it to you now. It's a Talking Heads monologue by Bennett, and I really like them. They're really funny and enjoyable. Okay, thank you for listening. Jeffrey's bad enough, but I'm glad I wasn't married to Jesus. The lesson this morning was the business in the Garden of Gethsemane, when Jesus prays and the disciples keep falling asleep. He wakes them up and says, "Could you not watch with me 1 hour?" It's my mother. I overslept this morning, flung on a cardigan and got there just as everybody was standing up. It was Holy Communion, so the militants were out in force. The sub-zero temperatures in the side chapel doubtless adding to the excitement. Jeffrey kicks off by apologising for his failure to defrost the church. Subdued merriment. Mr. Medlicott has shingles, Jeffrey explains, and is as well known, has consistently refused to initiate us lesser mortals into the mysteries of the boiler. Helpless laughter. Mrs. Belcher read the lesson. Mr. Belcher took the plate round. "Big day for you," I said to them afterwards. The sermon was about sex. I didn't actually nod off, although I have heard it before. Marriage gives the okay to sex is the gist of it. But while it is far from being the be-all and end-all, you can say that again, sex is nevertheless the supreme joy of the married state and a symbol of the relationship between us and God. So, Jeffrey concludes, when we put our money in the plate, it is a symbol of everything in our lives we are offering to God, and that includes our sex. I could only find 10p. Thinking on the sermon during the hymn, I felt a pang of sympathy for the deity, gifted with all this sex. No fun being made a present of the rare and desiccated conjunctions that take place between Jeffrey and me. Or the frightful collisions that presumably still occur between the Belchers. Not to mention whatever shame-faced fumblings go on between Miss Budd and Miss Bantock. "It's okay if we offer it to God, Alice." "Well, if you say so, Pauline." Amazing scenes at the church door. Jeffrey had announced that after Easter the bishop would be paying us a visit, so the fan club were running round in small circles. Miss Frobisher even going so far as to squeeze my elbow. Meanwhile, Jeffrey stands there, the wind bellowing out his surplice and ruffling his hair. What who's who in the Diocese of Ripon call his boyish good looks. I helped put the books away while he did his "underneath this cassock I am but a man like anybody else" act. "Such a live wire," said Mrs. Belcher, "really putting the parish on the map." "That's right," burbles Miss Shrubsole, looking at me. "We must cherish him." When we got back, I cherished him with some chicken wings in a tuna fish sauce. He said that went down well. I said the chicken wings. He said my sermon. I felt it hit the nail on the head. He put his hand over mine, hoping, I suppose, that having hit one nail, he might hit another. But I told him I have to go round with the parish magazine. "Good girl," he said. "I can attack my paperwork instead."